Bodies, I got to the top and quit counting. You competition as soon as you drop a hit album. The newest rappers and what y'all think about him. He a breath of fresh air, I'ma knock the wind out him. Songs that I listen got a corny vibe with it. They all are die rappers, get immortalized quickest. It's hard to ignore the times we born inside different. Can't even say their morals, how they normalize snitching. In the era I grew up, we respected the shooter. So weapons I use got a barrel the length of a ruler. They spreading up rumors, you buy them to death in your future. Get rid of the middleman and go direct to consumer. Knew that I'm wildin' now, better be watching what's coming out your mouth. Wanted clout till you on the ground, surrounded around the crowd. And hear you breathing, looked alive but you sounded out. Think they can't pronounce you dead, I made them sound it out. Know my music a global movement for soldiers, so I'm used to always looking over my shoulder. Only smoking, you load and shoot, flow gun smoke. So notable, rolling till I'm quote unquote.
Alright, so now let's go to RBE. Showtime, can you read off his RBE? I don't really go. We ain't gotta do the cards, cause we can just do, cause it ain't gonna be that many battles from RBE that he got from URL, so you can just do the battles.
Do you want to wait for the dude first? Dog said it's some cap. He said he wanted to address some cap first.
Who said that?
Somebody one of these.
Zern, his name's Zern. I don't see him in a request though.
He said some cap. I see him. He said cap. Oh, I love when niggas say cap. He got it back now. He got to back that statement.
Yeah, he want to holler at you first.
There
But
you
I
go.
got you after.
What up?
Yo,
What up with it?
what's happening, man? Hey, it's a little bit of it's I don't know, it's a little bit of cap happening. So that's I want to back it up a little bit to what we saying in the beginning. So first off, I feel like you kind of breezed past the math win, like that wasn't a huge win. I know we was talking about big.
I said big stage. Yeah, I did everything. We did Summer Madness's Gnomes and all that. That stuff was Midwest
Right.
Madness.
I just want to keep everything in context because that was a big win. Would you not say?
Yeah, for sure. That was a big win.
Okay. Let's go to the then the percentages you throwing around.
Mm-hmm.
So you saying like 80% was bad. So the cow battle, I felt like that was a good battle. It wasn't like, classic like everybody else was saying, but that was a good battle for sure. Geechee battle, he had to use a bitch, something you get weave, go fly out, no, use a bitch. Like he had some quotables in that battle. So that was a good battle. It's some of the shit y'all throwing around. I feel like y'all was kind of skipping over some of these.
You said it was a good battle. You said it was a good battle, but you really ain't saying. You just said one line from a 3-round battle. So you know what I'm saying? Like if it's a good battle, you gotta tell me.
I don't know the whole round, but
that's what I'm saying. That's what makes something. That's what we mean by
it's memorable. Not a mixed stinker though.
I ain't called a Geechee a mixed stinker.
Okay.
Summer Madness was out of this Summer Madness. He had one good showing out of Summer Madness 1, Summer Madness 2, Summer Madness 4, Summer Madness.
Which battles? If you don't want me asking, because
okay, the Charlie Clips he got bodied. Correct.
Okay, facts.
Okay.
Facts.
The T-Rex when he got bodied, he lost 12,000.
Facts. Okay.
Okay. Boom.
Absolutely.
The Summer Madness 4 versus John, that was a mixed stinker.
Yeah, it was a bad battle. Yeah,
okay, boom. So now we 3. So there's 3 battles. Summer Madness. They say Calico and Geechee was the next 2. They say the Calico nobody remember. We didn't say nothing about it. We just said, all right, whatever. We just left it alone.
Calico and Geechee, they was both COVID battles, but I felt like they was both good battles.
Yeah, but that's why I ain't really say nothing about it. We just said, okay, boom. We just
right. But I'm saying when you're talking about them, you'll throw 80%, but we got to count those as not a bad battle.
So listen. Out of 5 battles, 3 of them he got 2 of them he got Summer Madness 1 and 2. He got bodied. So he looked bad. And two times on Summer Madness he looked bad. His next time was Summer Madness 4. Another mixed stinker. So he's 100% of either looking bad or big stinkers for Summer Madness. His first 3 joints. So his next 2 is Geechee and Calico. Nobody remembered them. I said, well, he said they was cool. Nobody remember it. So if we give them 2, Calico.
Do nobody remember it because it's COVID or because the boss remember the battle?
No, it's a bunch of she asked her. I said, what kind of performance? She said, I didn't want no breakout performances. I don't actually remember.
Yeah, it wasn't no standout performance, but they were straight battles.
So straight battles meaning what order? What
They
are
Right,
you?
but
battled in an empty room with just them. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
right. It was COVID time, for sure.
But I'm saying
But
so
I'm
it
saying
was a
we can't
bunch.
just throw it around 80% trash when we saying
So
those
three,
battles
so
not
so
bad
three,
battles. They
so
might have been under the radar.
if they not good battles, and I just gave you two bodies and one mixed stinker.
I said they was good battles.
No, I'm done. No, listen. So two bodies, one mixed stinker, and two you saying good battles or below good battles.
Say that one more time.
I'm saying, so are you calling them good battles? So you saying Geechee and Calico was good battles, right?
It was good battles, not breakouts.
Now we agree they not breakout. But
Okay.
you can't even get. But you only can give me 4 bars from beat for one of those battles. Why is that?
Because I don't really go back and watch them battles, but I remember them being good battles.
See that? See now you
hold on.
kind of now you kind of
Let me
ain't.
So
say
wait,
this
wait.
too, because
Every
like,
good battle y'all go back and watch?
Nah, it
nah,
ain't
but
a.
look, I think this the point you kind of missing too. And like, I'm don't get me wrong, I'm like here to challenge what this nigga saying. I'm trying to find some cap in what he's saying. Like, that's what I'm here for. But when it come down to it, I think it's not only that. Y'all got to factor in that who these battles is against. You supposed to remember Verb versus Calico. You supposed to be able to remember Verb versus Geechee. You
Geechee.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, these ain't just no regular battles. Like, even when it come to Verb versus Surf, that's supposed to be a way bigger battle. It's what these battles turned out to be, as opposed to what they was. Why we don't remember Verb versus Tay Rock?
And
Like,
my argument
that's
is this: he hide behind his resume. So when I tell you, like when you come on, you defend him as you supposed to, cool. But he'll say, "Yeah, I stood in front of Geechee. I stood in front of Calico." Okay, look, I stood in front of Calico and I stood in front of Geechee. Everybody remember my battles. I know it wasn't COVID. I know it's big room, but my point is, just because you stand in front of somebody doesn't mean the battle did what it was supposed to do. He got a lot of battles where he's standing in front of these names to add to his resume, but they got no soul. The Geechee and Calico battle don't have a soul. You just said they good battles, but I'm just, all right, what happened? Oh, I mean, shit, the weave bar, that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I ask you what happened with the Lux and Verb battle, you're going to be able to give me a little more. You know why? Because that battle got a soul. So that's really my
Nah,
argument.
nah, I hear what you're saying as far as that, but I'm just saying with COVID battles, I feel like it's a lot of those battles we don't necessarily remember.
I mean, it depends. You know, Mook and Tay Rock, Daylight and Tay Rock, DNA and Geechee. I mean, Geechee and Mike P. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like,
DNA.
I'm just saying, it's we use that when it's beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Well, we remember the battles during COVID is cool, but then when we don't, it's like, oh, it was COVID. It's a bunch of COVID battles that niggas is still talking about. But my point
Yeah, I'm
is,
about to say, well, we not using that COVID excuse because it is COVID yielded a bunch of classics, a
yeah,
bunch of them.
yeah,
B dot and Saga, like it's a whole bunch of classics that came from the COVID era. So we can't use. And I remember Verb and DNA and Verb and Twerk and Verb and Suge. So like it's not like yeah,
Facts,
I
facts.
don't subscribe to
I,
the COVID era yielding battles that we don't
and,
remember. That's fully on the
no,
battlers to make them memorable.
yeah.
that's a fact.
And
Nah, I respect that.
I'm being
My,
fair by just saying we didn't remember. I didn't call them McStinkers or nothing. I just said, okay, them two top tier names that we don't remember. But I'm just saying, I know Verb though. First thing Verb would say is, I got the best resume. So all we doing is putting the resume under the microscope. We not going for now. I stood in front of Calico and Geechee Gotti. Okay, what the fuck did you do in front of them battles? That's what this space for. So yeah, we gonna respect that he stood
right,
in
right.
front of them. But now who remember him? So that's kind of what this going for. You know what I'm saying, my boy?
Nah, I feel that.
Nah, I said, nah, I respect it though.
Now,
Any
now, my only thing was when you was talking about it, some of the times you would say 80%, 90%,
okay.
but
So basically, so listen,
we can't. I don't know if I can necessarily
okay.
count those in the 80% bad battles. Though.
Nah, so what I say out of 5 battles on Summer Matters, he only had 5, right? So 2 was bodies, 1 was a mixed thinker, and 2 nobody remember, right? So how many good showings do we have on Summer Madnesses? What you hearing that? One body by Clips, 2 bodies by Clips and Rex. He got a mixed thinker with John John, and then he got um the goods and the calico. I mean the Geechee and the calico. So out of 5 battles, how many battles stink? Like what's the percentage of stink battles or bodies?
The Geechee battle was a good one, so I'm giving him the Geechee one. But the other
The
ones,
Geechee
I
one
agree
is
with you
definitely
on.
fair.
That's
You
twenty
it's
Yeah, the
percent.
ridiculous.
Geechee
That's
one is a
20.
goodie.
That's 20%. He in the 20% of good battle showing. I said 80% of his Summer Madness
Yeah.
resume stink. That's what 80% is. 20% could be one
And
battle.
Geechee was on Gnome, not
So
SM, but
So
same,
get
you know what I'm
so
saying?
get you
Still a
one
great
get
battle.
you one even on Summer
so
Madness.
you said 80% stink. So that's what I'm saying. If he two out of what 5? You said the other 3. One of them was a stinker. The other
Two
2 was
bodies,
body.
two bodies. He got body bagged in 2 of them off the rip. So he got 2 body bags, and he got. But they just said Geechee wasn't even on Summer Madness. So wait a minute,
No,
wait.
yeah,
Geechee
Geechee
was
was
Gnome
known. So
10.
You did 5
Clips,
summer. Yeah,
it's
go ahead, boss.
Clips, it's Clips, Rex, John, and
And Cal.
Calico and Hollow.
The 1
Yeah,
round.
Hollow was a good
and the
battle.
Cal battle for me is memorable, but it's more memorable for Cal. Like Verb
Right.
was good versus Calico, but that's Calico. I
But
was 12 when I found out sandwich
yeah,
bags were for sandwiches. Like Verb was good, but he lost the
J
battle.
Smoke.
My
So
point
that's
was my point was it wasn't bad.
no, no, no,
No,
no, no,
that's
no. But my
factual.
point is, we talking about we under the microscope. So when we under a microscope, we don't want to hear the oh, it's classic on Calico in. What the fuck did Verb do? So if 80% of him is getting bodied, so okay, put like that. I want the right percentage. You right then. Let's do the right percentage.
It's that the percentage. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, cool. Okay,
Let's go
cool.
for
So
it.
we're gonna do the right percentage. So out of 5 battles, well, we got one of them's on 1 round, but out of 5 of them, he got body bagged in 2. So 2 out of 5 was body bags. The third one
Absolutely.
was the mixed stinker. So we had 3 already. The fourth one is Calico. Somebody just said it was more memorable on Calico end and not his. So
Yeah,
that means
Cal won the
his.
battle.
So that means his showing was below good. You said it was Verb below good. Was he good? Was he below good?
Nah,
I say it was good.
Verb was decent. He was good, but he lost the battle.
Decent. Okay,
So it ain't
okay.
fair
So
game.
4. So we have 4. So we have 4 motherfucking Summer Madness battles. He don't even have a win yet. And then 5, he got 1 round versus Hollow. So what percentage of what's the great? What I'm trying to ask, out of out of Averb Summer Madness appearances, out of all 5, what's his percentage of bad
Good showing.
showings? Bad showings out of the.
No, it's a bad record. Even though he beat John, in my opinion, like we said, that's a bad battle. So like, there's no standout SM battle. Like, there's no key, fantastic Summer Madness performance.
And then
Right.
with him having 2 body bags under it, that's why I threw the word 80 out. Like your first 2 Summer Madnesses, you got smoked, and then you come back and you spin the block with John, and then it's nothing, another nothing. So we had your first 3 Summer Madnesses where niggas is like, why are you even here? And then the fourth one is Calico, and niggas saying Calico won, and you was cool, you was decent. So we done saw you 4 times on Summer Madnesses, and you don't have 1 standout performances, and you supposed to be God tier. That's my under the microscope. We gonna do this with a. You know what? I'm gonna start a series.
Right.
We gonna put everybody under the microscope. We gonna put me under the microscope too. But right now, we cooking a verb, a bocce style. So his Summer Madness under the microscope, he's 80% ass on Summer Madness's 2 bodies. He lost 12,000. He got a McStinker. He got a lost at Calico where he did and a good 1 round. That sounds
He's
like
better on
80% to me.
Gnome.
Huh?
He's better on Gnome though.
But
He's
sure,
got
yeah,
some good ones
we
on
went
Gnome.
through the gnomes. He's for
Yeah,
Word,
so
word,
so
word.
so Jay Small, I'm glad you're here. So we're gonna double back. So we went through Gnome. His first Gnome versus X Factor, he lost 3-0.
That's a terrible battle with the
Yes,
blindfold and shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
man, yeah.
that's
Peekaboo. He playing peekaboo with another 30-year-old man. Peekaboo bow. His second Gnome after X Factor was who?
goods.
Goods. That was a good one. We gave him
that
that.
shit was
That's his
Classic,
that's it. That's
classic.
his first
Classic.
classic out of 7 battles we did just say. That's his first classic performance.
On the big stage. Let's
On the
put that
big
in
stage.
perspective because the
We talking
math
about
is a
gnome. Big
classic.
stage is a
Yeah,
given. We
talking
talking
on.
about
Yeah,
gnome.
no, talking about no. Yeah. So after goods, it was who? K Shine. Oh
yeah.
my fucking
K
God.
Shine.
So oh my
Yeah, that
so
was nasty.
another body. So we just named 7 big stage bad. He got 4 bodies on, he got bodied 4 times on the biggest of stages with 1 classic performance so far. And that would be goods. So far.
Mm-hmm.
So after goods, it was who?
Lux, another
Lux,
goodie.
another goodie.
Lux is great.
Amazing.
Goodie. So we got
Lux is a
goods,
great
we
one.
got goods and Lux with his 2 classic performances out of what was that 8? Was that 8 battles on the big
No, we had
stages?
9 now. We had 9 now.
9 battles on the big stages. He got 2 classic performances, and he got bodied 4 times with 2 clear losses. And then after Lux, it was
Luck
who?
was Geechee.
Geechee. And he
Was
was good.
Geechee.
It's not the same level of good. It's not no like Lux
Hmm?
and Goods are like amazing, key pieces of history. But you can
Good
debate the
battle
beat
though.
Gotti.
Yeah,
Like
it's good for
he
sure, for
was good
sure.
versus
Yeah,
Gotti.
Good
I
So
battle
got
though.
him beating Gotti. I ain't gonna care.
so look, so that was 10 battles, right? Out of 10 battles, he had 2 classic performers, and he got bodied 4 times. You still with me, Zern?
I'm still with you. I'm still
Okay,
with you.
okay.
But he
So out
got
of 10
the
battles,
context though.
out of 10 battles,
We,
he had 2 classic performances, and he got bodied 4 times.
but he
Holla,
got some
bring
wins
Q
in there
up.
too.
Bring Q up. I'm sorry, Holla.
uh,
He got some bad wins in there too, but they still wins. The John battle, like I
yeah,
just said, it wasn't
But
but
the
I
quality of
it
the
wasn't
But we
showings
not
matter.
doing
He
bad
talking about
wins.
the quality as well, though. Not just wins and
okay.
losses, but
Okay.
quality.
it's just
I'm
a
with you.
bad because because like I said, the whole thing is a lot of time with us top tiers, we hide in the resume. So it's like, yeah, I stood in front of. So a picture we just went doing all this, and a nigga Verb walk in the room like, y'all can't talk to me. I stood in front of X Factor. I stood in front of K Shine. I stood in front of T Red. All that shit sound good. Yeah, he stood in front of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? That sound good. But once we put that microscope under it, okay, what happened when you stood in front of Rex? Body. What happened when you stood in front of K Shine? Body. What happened when you stood in front of John John? Nothing. So that's what these spaces are for now. And I just wanted to start with Verb because I feel like Verb got the most decorated resume that means nothing. It's like when you think that shit gold and you get to it, it's that little glittery shit that be on women dresses. You're like, man, this shit ain't gold. That's what Verb resume is, and I'm here to debate it with anybody. We had 10 big stage battles. He only got 2 classic performances, and he been bodied 4 times with 3 clear losses. With X Factor being a clear loss, Calico being a clear loss,
Calico
and
not a clear loss.
No, not Cal.
I thought J
Yeah,
Smo just got.
Hey, have,
he clearly lost the
have
Calico.
y'all got to
I
his
don't think that's
movie
a clear
Nah,
package?
loss.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I
All
mean,
right, but
I got him losing
And
that
I
battle,
love
but
to
I
tell
think it's
Calico
split.
he lost. I get a kick out of it. I ain't gonna lie, but Calico won that battle.
I think Calico
But is
won
it a
3-0,
clear
but
loss?
I ain't,
okay,
you know what
cool.
I'm
So
saying?
look, we even give him that, but it's list 4 bodies, 2 clear losses, and 2 whatever. Yeah, it was good. It was a good battle.
Yes.
Twerk went viral on him. He
It was a
lost
All
good
that
I,
battle.
battle
all
though.
I
I
remember,
had Twerk
all,
win in, but it's a
all I
good ass
remember is the
battle.
You
hoodie
can
bag.
debate.
If we
All right,
going by
bet.
But
So
consensus, Twerk won that battle consensus wise for sure.
right.
okay, cool. So
But
that's cool. Good battle.
I
What was
just
after him
don't
on
know if it's
volume?
an amazing battle though.
It was DNA next, and I thought he got DNA.
I thought you got DNA.
He got crazy
Okay.
versus DNA.
Derek gonna
Yeah,
like that. So
that
two.
was a
So,
very good
all right,
verse.
that's 2 good
We
ones.
gave him.
We off to
We
a
gave him
good
them.
start.
What was after
Yeah,
DNA?
we gave him them originally. After DNA was Tay
So
Rock.
Horrific.
what happened with Tay Rock?
Bad battle from both of them.
That
It was
that
He
battle
lost
was
to
sick.
Rock, but
it
it
was a
That
was a
whole
horrible
bad
battle
battle. I ain't
sucked.
battle.
gonna
It was
lie.
a bad
Yeah,
battle.
I ain't gonna lie.
So what I be saying with this another good example though. So it's like when we saying these names, like I said, he'll say, I stood in front of this, he's having a lot of bad battles with these top names, but he got them on his resume. But it's a
Wait, we
but.
just passed up 2 good ones though.
No, we did, but we still. You must forgot. We still don't forget the
Right. You
Psalm
talking
and
about the other
no
ones?
Summer Madness and no.
He talking
Like
about
keep them in mind.
overall, yeah.
Yeah, keep in
But I
mind.
thought we
Like
skipped to volume talk right now. That's what I'm saying.
no,
We
Zern. So this is what we doing. We went through Summer Madness and Gnome and got that total record, right?
right.
We adding volume now, but don't forget that when you mention Tay Rock and say a bad battle, don't forget about the Summer Madnesses and Gnomes that we just did. How many bad battles he done had versus these big names.
For
That's all I
sure.
want you to do. Just don't forget. So when I tell you a lot of these names on his resume, when you can say Verb stood in front of them, they have no souls. He's battling people, and every time we look up, I don't remember that one. Oh, damn, that's both stinker.
Right.
Oh, they
But my only
that's
point with that is we got to say some because we talking about New Jersey twerk. That's a great showing from Verb right there.
But
We talking about New.
we gave him that. We gave him that,
Zern,
Zern.
I feel like you just listening to argue now.
No,
Cause
no, no,
we
no.
gave him twerking
Yeah,
DNA. What are you saying?
because only thing we arguing, Zern, is when we tell you to go another one, you
Yeah,
say,
I'm
oh, but
saying.
you can't forget
I'm
about the
just saying you were
DNA. We
saying
gave him the
big
DNA.
names. Right, right,
Huh?
right. But I'm just saying you said with big. You just saying with big. What you just said right before that was with big names.
Uh-huh.
He's having horrible showings. So my
Yes.
point is, we can't say we got to say some because twerk is a big name,
No,
and that was a great
listen.
showing.
Okay, no, the majority of his big names so far is either body bags or terrible showings. Do you want to? Do you want to? Do we want to run down that again?
Let me. I'm
He's
like, let
not
me look.
saying all, Zern. He's just, like
Right,
you keep
right.
forgetting
The
the whole picture.
the
So it's still doing a running total.
yes, the majority
Okay.
so far of these big names. Listen, put it like this: we just gave you out of Gnome
He
and
like
Summer
one and
Madness.
four.
Out of Gnome and Summer Madness, we gave you 10 battles and only 2 classic performances. It was more him getting body bagged than classic performances. Do you agree?
Okay. Agree. Okay.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. So we got this. So when he a volume, he doing good. He got twerk, he got DNA. Yeah, that's doing good. Boom, boom, boom. We got the Tay Rock. Nigga, now that's a stinker. So be like, damn, I go another
Right.
one. You know what I'm
That was
saying?
a
I
bad
go
battle for
another one.
sure.
So go boom, boom.
And then Suge was good. That's his last
Well, no.
one.
Head
Head ice.
ice.
Head
Head
ice.
ice.
Head
He
Ice. Oh,
beat Head Ice.
and
Head
he beat
ice.
Head Ice. That's two
He,
He
good
been
ones.
he beat
Yep.
highlights. So twice. So
He beat head ice.
he did better on volume. So maybe he not God tier. He might just be a little low tier nigga. He do good on volumes. I don't know. But there you go. So he
right.
doing good on volume. There you go right there. So right now in the volume series, he got one mixed thinker with 4 goodies. Correct?
Yeah, four
Yep.
for
Yep.
They're good. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So we volume. Okay. Now we at Kings and Queens. What he do?
He 0
Tier
and 2.
ladies.
He 0 and 2. Yeah.
He
0
0
and
and
2.
2. 0 and
Yeah,
2.
Clay helped
0 and
him.
see. So now this is my time to say, oh, here we go. Every time he gets to like he got a bunch of bad showings. Like for him to be so God tier, he got so many bad showings. And that's what this space is really about. It's just really microscoping niggas. I'm tired of the red. I'm saying we're gonna do it with me too, but no more. Oh, resume. I got the best resume. Fuck your resume. What did you do in front of these people? So now he hasn't even beat a female. And they said he got 3-0 chance against some verse. Who was that? Boss? Casey?
Casey, yeah.
Casey.
Casey? Miss Hustle set him down for a year?
Yeah, he sat down after that. He said
Okay.
the people wasn't feeling him right now. That was the Pikachu.
Okay, cool. So Kings and
That was
Queens.
when Hustle had the misogynist. Yeah, no, that was Hustle was cooking.
So now we see that out of Gnome, Summer Madness, Volume, and Kings of Queen, his best showings was volumes. Everything else was more body bags or mixed thinkers than classic performances. Is that it
Mhm.
with URL?
And then him and Briz on the rookies versus Vets.
And then yeah, they say he did his thing. Versus
Yeah.
Briz. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
A good showing. I bet. So is that cool? Is that done with URL?